Welcome to Êrüpts Concept TV. The news headline: Tension erupts as police take over APC headquarters. What could have been the issue? Like, why will police just invade the APC headquarters? Something fishy is going on, right? Let's go into the details. Battle-ready police have laid siege on the National Secretariat of the All Progressive Congress (APC) as the ruling party prepared to swear in newly appointed National Working Committee (NWC) members on Thursday, August 24. According to The Sun, countless police personnel were stationed strategically at the Blantyre Street entrance, where the APC headquarters is located. In the same vein, hundreds of protesters at the National Secretariat of the party looked undeterred by the presence of the security officers. Yahaya Bello, the governor of Kogi State, was reported to have arrived early at the APC headquarters on Thursday, and this has heightened the tension around the area. The party has been plunged into crisis following the announcement of Mary Alile Idele from Edo State as National Women Leader, South-South Zone. She was said to be the candidate of Senator Adams Oshiomhole against Stella Ode Ekpo. The choice of Betta Edu, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. Also, the APC announced Duro Maseko, Kogi State, as the new Deputy National Publicity Secretary, North Central Zone, as a replacement of Yakubu Ajaka, who was reportedly recommended by James Falike over the candidate of Governor Bello. Edu, the former women leader of the party, had earlier stormed the APC secretariat at about 6:20 p.m. on Wednesday, August 23, to protest against the replacement of a candidate and was reported to have left the place 45 minutes after. On his part, Governor Bello arrived at the secretariat and told journalists that he would not leave until the issue is solved. He said this issue must be sorted out today. Okay, so police men were on standby at the APC headquarters ahead of the NWC inauguration. So apparently, Governor Yahaya Bello, he was present, and I think there was like some, would I say, tension, because Yahaya Bello arrived hours before the inauguration of the new zonal officers of the party's National Working Committee. And then he stormed into the secretariat in the company of his loyalists and the heavy presence of security operatives. Then he went straight to the party secretariat, knowing fully well that the person he chose to be like a nominee in regards of the ex-special advisor on water resources in Kogi, Yahya Ismail, like that one wasn't picked. At the end of the day, it went to favor of Honorable Duro Maseko. So, research says that Yahaya Bello was just there with his lawmakers for one reason: to make sure that the inauguration did not hold. That's what research says, that he was there so that the inauguration will not hold, since the person he nominated wasn't picked at the end of the day. So, and research also says that the same Bello was with Ganduje at his residence the previous night. Despite the explanation by the chairman that Maseko was given the position to compensate Honorable James Falike for withdrawing from the Kogi governorship primary for not making Tinubu's ministerial list, Bello insisted that he won't be cowed into accepting the deal. Somebody from the secretariat told the Punch correspondent. So the intimidating presence of Bello and his team of loyalists, it looked like it was troubling the supporters of Meseko. And those ones, they just sat down JJ at the media center with the embattled deputy publicity secretary designate, and as many of them kept urging him to remain calm as they waited patiently for the swearing in. I see it's in this Nigeria that we we get to realize that politics is, would I say, it's hereditary. Like, the fact that you're a governor doesn't mean your younger brother must become a minister or a senator, that kind of thing. But this is our country, even in organizations, when they are looking for vacancies, they would first slot their family members, their loved ones. They'll first put them in the organization before throwing the website out, the vacancy out for people to register, and they start screening and all of that. So it doesn't look like they don't do vacancy at all. So it's the same thing when it comes to politics. In politics, they'll make sure that they've already nominated all their favorite people. Then, little or no space, they would now pick like a random person to make it look like, okay, they all worked for it. My goodness. Corruption in this our country, a tie wrapper. So while the waiting game continued at the APC headquarters, an emissary came to invite Meseko for a meeting with the governor. Barely 30 minutes after their closed-door meeting, the delegation came out of the secretariat. He was fuming, angry that they won't accept the deal. And one of the Punch accosted supporters rather, he offered an explanation, and it was like, just imagine the way the governor and those lawmakers were harassing him. They wanted to know why he didn't turn down the appointment when it was offered. But when Meseko insisted that he deserved it, having worked for the party at the state level and for the victory of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, they told him to resign immediately or risk jeopardizing his political career in Kogi State. So you see the level at which these people they can go when it comes to politics. According to them, they can all go back to Kogi for reconciliation talks if he agrees to withdraw from the deputy spokesman's position. But they told him not to be bullied into taking such decision and left. That was what he said. And as of the time of filing this story, news had filtered in that the national chairman of the ruling APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, had called for a meeting at his residence and might address the media on the crisis soon. So meanwhile, the Kogi State chapter of the APC has also released a statement dissociating itself from the candidacy of Meseko. The statement, which was signed by Kogi State APC chairman Abdullahi Bello, said that the choice of the deputy publicity secretary designate did not emanate from the state. You see that this matter is long gone. So the statement party wrote, consequent upon the resignation of the two officers from the party, the Kogi State All Progressive Congress, under the leadership of the governor, Alhaji Yaya Bello, met to ratify and forward names of replacements for the national and zonal officers that left the party. The state chapter ratified Honorable Yaya Ade Ismail as the new Deputy National Publicity Secretary and Honorable Isiaka Musa as the Zonal Organizing Secretary for North Central, and in line with the provisions of our Constitution, communicated the ratified replacement to the National Working Committee through the North Central Zonal Chairman of the party. To our dismay, the National Working Committee came up with strange names which didn't pass through the state chapter nor the North Central Zone of the party and purportedly went ahead to ratify them, citing presidency interest as the rationale for their action. We strongly reject the action as we will not be parties to the blatant and flagrant violation of our party's constitution. Our belief in Mr. President as a man who respects the constitution of our party and a man who believes in due process is unshaken in the face of the current confusion foisted on the party by people dropping the name of the president to achieve their selfish aims. We call on the National Working Committee of the party to reverse the unconstitutional replacement done on our behalf without our ratification or approval and revert to our ratified list as they occupy those offices on behalf of the state chapter of our party. My country people, you see in this our country Nigeria, have Lego or else what is rightfully yours, they will collect it from you with a flinch of an eye. Like before you flinch like this, they've collected it from you. So we'll bring more juicy gist regarding this issue soon. As we've come to the end of today's discussion, please